If you've been struggling with things like irregular cycles, extreme fatigue, painful periods, or just stubborn weight gain that just won't budge, this could be the most important 30 minutes you spend on your fertility journey. If you're feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, or like your body just isn't responding the way you'd hoped, you are not alone. Many of the women I work with have felt the exact same way. Hi, I'm Carmen Meyer. I'm a fertility nutritionist, and I helped hundreds of women overcome hormonal imbalances, nutrient deficiencies, even failed IVF, insulin resistance, hypothyroidism. And I helped so many women to achieve their dream of not just pregnancy, but of holding a baby in your arms. By the end of this video, you will understand how nutrient deficiencies and things like insulin resistance might be holding you back, and how addressing your liver, your gut, and your lymphatic system can help turn things for you around. And my goal is very simple. I want to give you clarity on your next steps so you can stop feeling stuck and start nourishing your body, nourishing your reproductive system in a way that actually supports your fertility. And I'll also give you a little glimpse into my Fertility Circle, where women just like you get step-by-step guidance by me, group support, and answers to every single question they have about balancing hormones and improving their fertility. It's a space where no one feels ever alone. So stick with me for the next 30 minutes or so, and I promise this will be worth your time. So let's break this down in a way that is super easy to understand. Imagine your body is like a house, and your hormones are the electrical wiring, and they control everything from your energy levels to your fertility. But what happens if the wiring is not working properly? Then lights flicker, appliances don't work, it's chaos. So now one of the biggest reasons the wiring goes haywire is, for example, insulin resistance. Think of insulin like the key that unlocks the doors to your cells and letting energy in. But if the key isn't working because of poor diet, stress, nutrient deficiencies, your cells just stop listening. It's like your body saying, nope, not today, I had enough, I don't need more. And this messes up all of your hormones, especially the ones needed for ovulation and egg quality. But that's not all. Your liver and your gut and your lymphatic system are like the cleaning crew of your house. The liver takes out the trash, for example. It gets rid of old hormones and toxins. And the gut is like your, let's say, plumbing. If it's clogged or leaking, the whole house stinks. And the lymphatic system, this is actually your drainage system, moving waste out so everything stays clean and balanced. But now when these systems aren't working, or they're working overtime but can't keep up, it's like having a messy and cluttered house. And no matter how much you clean one room, the mess just spreads back. But here's the good news. When we focus on supporting these systems step by step, your body starts to thrive again. It's like flipping the breaker switch. Suddenly the lights come back on and everything works the way it's supposed to. Let me share a couple of real life stories that show how powerful these changes can be. First, imagine this one. One of my clients had been through four failed IVF cycles. Besides having spent a freaking fortune, she felt obviously completely hopeless, like her body just wasn't capable of getting pregnant. And then she came to me. And what we did is we focused on fixing that house, her body. We worked on clearing out her liver's trash, rebalancing her hormones with the right nutrients, and calming down her insulin resistance. And by the fifth IVF round, and yes, she still needed IVF because her husband also had issues that were unfortunately beyond repair. But by the fifth round of IVF, she got pregnant. And today she's holding her baby in her arms. Now here's another one. I work with a woman who had something called estrogen dominance. Basically, her hormones were at the end of the day completely out of whack. And she was dealing with symptoms like heavy periods, painful, really painful PMS. She had mood swings. and she was just exhausted. Some days she felt she couldn't even get out of bed. Always just so tired. But after 6 months of working with me, of balancing her hormones with the right steps, she got pregnant naturally. No fancy treatments, just working with her body and not against it. It's not just about getting pregnant. Your body starts to show other signs of improvement also. One of the members in my Fertility Circle, for example, she shared that just after 4 weeks, the hair on her chin, the stubborn stuff you have when you have PCOS, it started to grow less. And by week 5, just 1 week later, her basal body temperature went up. And that's a massive sign her thyroid was starting to function better. And these aren't miracles. They're just the results of fixing the root causes step by step. And when you work with your body instead of against it, incredible things can happen. Now let's take a moment to connect the dots, explain why the steps are necessary and actually work. So first of all, how do you actually know that you're insulin resistant? So insulin resistance is one of the most common issues that I see, but so many women don't even realize that they have it. Here's a very quick way how you can check this. Grab a tape measurement and compare your waist measurement to your hip measurements. And if your waist is larger than your hips, or if your waist to hip ratio is higher than 0.85, this could be a sign of insulin resistance, a very clear indicator. Other clues include constant cravings, feeling tired after meals, or difficulties losing weight, especially around your belly. Why does this matter for fertility? Because insulin resistance throws everything out of balance. Insulin is a hormone, and all hormones need to be in balance. It just doesn't affect not just your energy levels, it messes with all hormones, especially the ones you need for ovulation and for egg quality. Now let's talk about why your liver is so important, and also your gut and your lymphatic system. It's all critical for fertility. Think of your liver as your body's filter. It cleans out old hormones and toxins. If it's clogged up with junk from processed foods, stress, or environmental toxins, those old hormones can build up there, and they cause imbalances like estrogen dominance. And estrogen dominance leads to heavy periods, PMS, or mood swings. And your gut is like your foundation. If that's inflamed or it's not absorbing enough nutrients properly, your body can't get what it needs to function. And your lymphatic system is clearly, frequently, fully overlooked. It's like your drainage system, clearing out waste and reducing inflammation. So you need to support your lymphatic system to help your whole body to function better. So when you support all of these systems with nutrient-rich foods like leafy greens, broccoli, healthy fats, we're creating a clean and balanced environment your body needs to thrive. And in our program, we start with liver health, because the liver is the first organ that is actually affected. And it's one of the most important organs. So we start with liver health. We support with supplements the liver, and then we are supporting with nutrition. And we're doing it in a step-by-step approach, so you don't feel completely overwhelmed by all of that. It needs to be sustainable, and this is why we're doing it step by step. We have nutrient deficiency that can silently wreck your fertility fully and completely, and some of them are really often overlooked. Let's have a look at vitamin B6, iodine, and iron. These are desperately needed to create a perfect environment for conception. Vitamin B6 is like the ultimate multitasker for your hormones. It helps your body produce progesterone. Progesterone is your hormone that you need to sustain a healthy pregnancy. When your egg gets fertilized and you don't have enough progesterone, that fertilized egg doesn't implant, it gets flushed out again. So without enough vitamin B6, you might experience symptoms like PMS, you might have mood swings, and a short luteal phase, which can make it so much harder for this fertilized egg to implant. But again, the good news is vitamin B6 is not just obviously found in a supplement, but if you eat more chicken, more beef, more turkey, more bananas, sunflower seeds, and potatoes, adding these can make a massive difference to balancing your hormones and supporting your fertility. Next on the list is iodine. Iodine is a superstar for your thyroid. And your thyroid plays a huge role in your fertility. Not just a huge role, it's a crucial role. Your thyroid controls your metabolism and helps regulate your menstrual cycle. Without enough iodine, your thyroid can't produce the hormones needed to support ovulation and a pregnancy. So thyroid health is very important. Signs of iodine deficiency include you might be constantly tired, you might feel cold all the time, and you might have irregular cycles. You can boost your iodine levels by eating foods like seaweed and fish and dairy, if that's tolerated, and also eggs. But very important would be more seaweed. And if you don't get enough through your diet, iodine might be a good idea to supplement. Last but not least, we have iron. Iron is essential to carry oxygen through your cells. Without enough of this, your body can't function properly, especially when it comes to reproduction. Lower iron levels can lead not just to you feeling absolutely tired, you might have brain fog, but you might have anovulation, meaning your body isn't ovulating regularly. And if you don't ovulate, you can't get pregnant. It's impossible to get pregnant if that egg doesn't get released, obviously. If you're struggling with heavy periods, you're particularly at risk for iron deficiency. So it's crucial for you to replenish iron through foods like red meat, lentils, spinach, but particularly red meat. Pairing iron-rich foods with vitamin C, like adding lemon juice to spinach, can help you to absorb it better. But it's going to be also important to make sure that iron gets moved through the body. So there you will need copper. Copper is very important as well. So these nutrients, all of these, they matter together. B6, iodine, iron, copper. They create the foundation your body needs for hormonal balance, regular ovulation, and a healthy pregnancy carried to term. When even one of them is missing, it can throw everything off. But the good news is these deficiencies can often be addressed with just simple dietary changes. And I know what's probably been really frustrating for you is the unanswered question, why hasn't your doctor been able to fix all of this? Yeah, but here's the thing, most doctors focus on treating symptoms and not the root cause. It's like slapping paint over a crack in the wall without fixing the foundation beneath. Sure, after that it might look better for a while, but the problem still exists. The problem is still there. It doesn't go away. For example, if you have, irregular periods, irregular cycles, or bad PMS, what do doctors usually do? They put you on the birth control or tell you, just lose weight and then it'll be all fixed. Yeah, sound this familiar? Unfortunately, it doesn't fix it. It does not, because the root cause, what's going really on in your body, is still there. So instead of throwing quick fixes at you, I help you to figure out what's actually causing the problem. We take it step by step, working on insulin resistance, hypothyroidism. We are clearing out hormones through your liver and support your gut and your lymphatic system. And the best part is this approach works for so many issues: PCOS, thyroid problems, IVF preparation, perimenopause, endometriosis, and even unexplained infertility, because sometimes it's actually not unexplained. It might be just poor circulation. And if you feel your doctor isn't listening to you, or that you're stuck in a never-ending cycle of frustration, let me tell you, it's not your fault and you're definitely not alone. So the system isn't set up to dig so deep into these issues. But that's exactly what I can do and where I can help you. Let's dive into something you can start doing right away. eating for your hormonal balance. This is something I teach in the Fertility Circle, but I want to give you a simple overview today so you can take action immediately, right now. First, let's talk about how your hormones change during your cycle and how your eating habits can support those changes. So in the follicular phase, that's the first half of your cycle, right after your period, your body is preparing to ovulate. And during this phase, your body is more sensitive to insulin. So eating a lower carbohydrate diet can help keep your blood sugar stable, especially in that phase. And it supports hormone production like estrogen. In that phase, estrogen is the star of the show. And then I want you to think about meals that are rich in especially protein and healthy fats, and as well plenty of colorful vegetables, but especially protein and fat. And then in the second phase, in your luteal phase, it's the second half of your cycle after ovulation, your body needs a little bit more energy to support progesterone production. We need progesterone to support a pregnancy. And this is where you can increase your carbohydrate intake a little. But we want to make them the right carbohydrate, like sweet potatoes, quinoa, or oats to keep your energy stable and avoid those sugar crashes. And now, no matter what phase you're in, protein in general is your foundation. I want you to aim for 30 grams of protein at every meal, because protein helps to stabilize your blood sugar, but also supports your liver in clearing out old hormones like old estrogen, and it is essential for building healthy cells and tissues. And foods like eggs, chicken, beef, fish, tofu, and legumes are excellent choices. I also need to mention at this point the importance of omega-3s, which are incredibly important for reducing inflammation and balancing hormones. These are healthy fats your body needs, because it can't produce it on its own. So you can get omega-3 especially from foods like salmon and sardines and mackerel. Fish is your best friend, but you can also get it from walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds. And finally, here's a quick list of very hormone-loving foods you can include in your diet. And of course, leafy greens like spinach and kale, they support your liver detoxification. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower help you to balance estrogen. And seeds like flax seeds and pumpkin are very good for omega-3s and hormone support, especially in your follicular phase. And healthy fats like avocados and olive oil, they can nourish your body and stabilize hormones. And when it comes to omega-3s and reducing inflammation, it's not going to be just important to increase omega-3 intake from fish, but it's going to be also important that you decrease omega-6 intake. Omega-6 and omega-3 should be in a balance of 4:1. But with our diets, it's mostly like 15:1, where omega-6 sits at 15 or even 20 and omega-3 at 1, which not just can, it will create inflammation in your body. So limiting, for example, seed oils and anything that is processed, because it's usually loaded with canola oil or vegetable oil. It's very important that you're limiting the intake of these foods to create a more balanced reproductive system full of omega-3 and less omega-6. By making small changes like these, you'll start improving your liver health, insulin sensitivity, reduce inflammation, and just support overall hormonal balance. This isn't just about eating. It's about creating the best possible environment for your body to thrive. And last but not least, one of the most important nutrients to take or to eat is magnesium. It's an absolute powerhouse nutrient for hormonal health. Magnesium helps you to reduce stress, it supports better sleep, and just also aids with insulin sensitivity. You can find it in foods like dark leafy greens, almonds, pumpkin seeds, and even dark chocolate. But this is one of the nutrients I always recommend to take as a supplement, because we usually don't get enough out of the food. And the best all-rounder there and best absorbed is magnesium glycinate. I hope this gives you some tools to start making changes today, right away. And if you're ready to go deeper, much deeper, with step-by-step guidance on exactly what to do and when to do it, the Fertility Circle is here for you. The Fertility Circle is your chance to join a supportive group of like-minded women, all working towards the same goal, creating a fertile environment for life. Because you may not just want to get pregnant once, maybe you want 2 or 3 babies. And you get in there a self-paced 12-week fertility program that takes you step by step through exactly what to do and when to do it. You can start whenever you want. We have weekly live group coaching calls where you can get direct support from me, and we pick you up where you are right now. We also have recorded Q&A sessions, so you never miss out on any answers to your question. This means you get so much personalized guidance to make sure no question is left unanswered. You can expect to feel confident, supported, and equipped with all the tools you need to balance your hormones, to nourish your body, and to move closer to your dream of a healthy pregnancy and birth. This is your opportunity to stop feeling stuck and start seeing real changes. And the best part is you really don't have to do this alone. I'm there all the way. And right now is a perfect time to join. You can join the Fertility Circle for just $35 a month. But here's the thing. The price is only available for a limited time. Soon I will raise the rate up to $50. And that's actually too cheap even for what you're getting. Because if you join today, you lock in not just the $35 rate for as long as you're a member, but you get a 12-week self-paced program designed to address the root causes of infertility. You can start this anytime. You get weekly live coaching sessions where I'll personally guide you every step of the way, and I'll pick you up where you are right now. You get access to a supportive community of women who understand that you're going through a very, very hard, emotionally draining time. And you get access to all updates and future courses released within the circle as long as you remain a member. So don't wait until the price goes up. So if you're serious about balancing your hormones and improving your fertility and finally feeling like yourself again, now is the time to take action. You might ask now, will this work for me? And I say, yes, absolutely. It doesn't matter if you're dealing with PCOS, hypothyroidism, prepare for IVF, if you have endometriosis or even unexplained infertility. The steps we take in the Fertility Circle are designed to address the root causes of your hormonal imbalances and your fertility challenges. And what happens if you have any questions left? I've got you definitely covered, because twice a week we have live group coaching calls where you can ask me anything. For women located in the US and in Europe, we have that live group coaching call on a Sunday at 9:30 a.m. And for the Asia Pacific region, I've got you covered on a Tuesday evening, 7:30 p.m. AEDT, that's Australian time. And on top of that, I provide recorded Q&A sessions, so no questions ever goes unanswered. You're never left wondering what to do next. Now, you might think as well, how much time will this take? Well, I've designed this program to fit into your life. I tell you exactly what to do and when to do it, so there is really no question left. It's going to be simple and it's going to be manageable for you. And now, if you have any other questions now, you can feel free to reach out in the chat or email me directly. Because I'm here to support you every single step of the way. If you have any other question right now, feel free to reach out in the chat or email me directly after the video. I'm here to support you every single step of the way. And now it's your turn. You've seen how balancing your hormones and addressing the root causes can make all the difference in your fertility journey. It's about supporting your body and not working against it. You've heard the success stories, and you know that with the right guidance and the support, a real transformation of your reproductive system is absolutely possible. This is your chance to take that first step. And by joining the Fertility Circle today, you lock in the current rate of $35 a month. And before this price goes up to increase to 50, join now. Click on the link below, don't miss out, and start improving your fertility today. Create a fertile environment for life. And maybe not for life, to menopause. Oh. And I'll be there with you every single step of the way. And I guide you and I support you and I help you achieve the results you deserve. So take action now. And I can't wait to welcome you into the Fertility Circle and help you start this life-changing journey to motherhood.